friends, today I am here on Valentine's Day and I am giving you the lowdown of what is going on with me. If you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw that I made an announcement about having to have another heart surgery. So I thought I would do my actual first story time video and tell you what is happening, what is wrong with me, how they're going to fix it, and as much as I know at this point. Obviously, I do have a heart monitor on, and this I will have on for a couple of weeks. So basically, I had 2 heart surgeries in 2007, and I thought I was having panic attacks, so I went to the doctor. I was in my early 20s. Did not think that it was my heart at all, had never had any heart problems, and they put some monitors on me. Monitors were much different then. I didn't just get this little nub on my chest. I had like all the wires and all that business. Basically, what they found out was that I was born with abnormal pieces of tissue in my heart that aren't supposed to be there. So they liken it to somebody that was maybe born with like an extra thumb or a third nipple or like something weird that just grew, that they don't know why, they don't know what caused it, but it's just there. So basically what this tissue in my heart was doing was it was interfering with the electricity of my heart. So you have your natural pacemaker in your heart, which is called your AV node, and that's kind of what communicates to your heart to do what your heart needs to do. So it tells it to beat and it tells it to pump blood. It's basically the brain of your heart. So these pieces of tissue in my heart, or this piece of tissue in my heart, was interfering with that electricity. So my heart wasn't beating in the right way, it wasn't beating at the right speed, it wasn't pumping blood in the right direction. Things were kind of all wonky. So I went in for my first surgery in October of 2007, and when they got in there, they realized they thought they were looking for 1 piece of abnormal tissue. What they found were actually 3 spots of abnormal tissue. So when they go in there, they snake in there with wires, and they actually go in through the groin, and they go in with a bunch of wires, and then they send electricity through those wires to aggravate your heart, and then the abnormal beat starts in your heart, and they can see where it's coming from. Then once they see where it's coming from, that's kind of where the tissue is, and then they burn that away and get rid of it. So my first surgery, I was actually only in what they call twilight sedation. So I was in and out of being awake. I was very foggy. I wasn't like awake, but I just had an IV and drugs that were sort of making me sleepy. I do actually remember in that first surgery waking up when they were burning, and I looked at my doctor and I was like, is it supposed to hurt like this? And then I don't remember anything after that. What actually happened in that first surgery was they were in there for 4.5 hours, and because there were more spots than they thought they wanted to sort of come out and regroup and then go back in again to get rid of them. And as they were pulling the wires out of my heart, what they think happens is that they bumped my AV node, my natural heart pacemaker, and my heart was kind of like, whoa, what's happening? So my heart actually stopped for 20 seconds, which technically I guess I was dead for 20 seconds. I'm a zombie, yay! So the second surgery, I went back in December of 2007. Now they knew what they were dealing with. So they went in the same basic way. They had a couple more wires in there, and they did get rid of 2 of the spots that were causing me problems, but they could not get rid of the 3rd spot because it was so close to my AV node that they were afraid if they started to burn, they would actually destroy my heart, and I would need to have a pacemaker put in there, and they didn't want to give a pacemaker to a girl in her 20s. So they left that little piece in my heart, crossed their fingers. They said that the procedure I had works on, 95% of people, and symptoms never come back. So for all of those years, these 10 years it has been, I've been relatively okay. There's certain things I avoid because they aggravate my heart. I don't do caffeine, I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Sometimes too much exercise will bother me. Roller coasters, anything that kind of makes my heart crazy will aggravate me. But in the last couple of years, especially this last like 6 months, I've been having a lot of symptoms, and more severe symptoms, and symptoms that are kind of interfering with my daily life. So finally I found a new doctor. My old doctor was up in Washington. New doctor I found is down here, and so first thing, he put a monitor on me so that he can actually see for himself what is going on. But he said that with the history of what I've had before and everything coming back, he's very confident that I'm going to need a 3rd surgery to get rid of whatever is happening. He said sometimes when they do some of that burning in your heart, in the tissue of your heart, it sort of aggravates it and can kick up other stuff. It's basically like shaking a rug and all the dust flies out. So it might just be that some of the walls of my heart are a little thinner than they were because of the burning. He's not really sure, so that's why he has the monitor. So once we get the results of the monitor, he's gonna know exactly what he needs to go in there and do. So not exactly sure how they're gonna go in this time because it depends on what is going on in my heart and what chambers of my heart to see which direction they have to come from. So I don't have a ton of answers right now as far as the surgery. I do know it'll probably be in late May because that is when my schedule kind of opens up. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I still have a smile on my face. I have good days and I have bad days. But I am happy to be alive. I actually have the flatline from my first surgery tattooed on my wrist, and it reminds me every day that life is short and don't waste a second of it. And I'm starting to get a little emotional because this is all happening really quickly. I hate crying. There's somebody climbing around in the dumpster outside, so that brought me out of my tears. Yay! But anyways, yes, it is scary and nobody wants to have heart surgery, especially being so young, but I've already done it twice, so I'm basically a pro now. And I have a super, super awesome husband now that is going to be there every step of the way, holding my hand and giving me kisses and making me better, and my mom will come out for it, of course. But I just wanted to share this with everybody and be public about it because I know that there's a lot of people that follow me that have their own health struggles, and so many of you guys share your stories with me, and it's actually incredible how many of you guys have had things that are so much worse than anything that I have ever gone through, and it's so inspiring to me. I had a girl leave a comment on my Instagram who has had 2 open heart surgeries and 10 of the surgeries that I have to have, and that's just crazy to me that any human would have to go through that. I hope that me sharing this inspires anybody else that's going through anything that's scary and health related, and especially when you're young, it's so scary. And even though technology is good, surgery in any way, shape, or form is always scary. So take it from me, you'll be okay, you can get through it. Hopefully you guys have strong support systems. But if you guys want to kind of track my progress and see how I'm doing, I'll post things pretty regularly on Instagram and Facebook as far as kind of superficial stuff, but I do blog about things, and I'll probably be blogging about all of these, especially as I go through my roller coaster ride of fears and annoyances and frustrations. I'm already frustrated with this stupid monitor on my chest because it's really itchy and I can't take it off at all for 2 weeks straight, and I really want to exercise, and you're not supposed to sweat when you're wearing it, and so I feel like I'm like fat and lethargic and I'm itchy and I can't sleep and I'm getting frustrated, and I just cried out of frustration yesterday, and my poor husband took me and got me a grilled cheese to make me feel better. But anyways, that's where I'm at. I figured a heart-related story time would be very appropriate for Valentine's Day, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everybody is happy and healthy and sharing today with somebody that they love. I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but I know that it's important to a lot of people. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of your love and support and all of the comments that you guys have posted on my Facebook and Instagram. I swear to God, I read every single one of them. There were thousands of them, and I did read all of them, and I cried, and I had warm and fuzzies in my heart. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video, and be sure to check out these latest videos that I have posted, and also be sure to click the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you can see the new shenanigans coming your way.